So I was running up the stairs last night and I stubbed my toe really awkwardly. The result, I've broken my toe. But the reason I want to share this is that the whole experience, apart from being very annoying and it's going to mean 6 to 8 weeks of recovery time, it's shown me how much my usage of the internet and how much my usage of AI is changing. So I've got this little example and I just want to show you what I mean. So here's my phone, and if I go into ChatGPT, the first thing I did was to explain that I broke my toe and ask for some advice. It's given me some fairly basic information here, but this tallies with what I got at A&E, so all the information that I was given. And obviously the first phase is really important, so the next couple of weeks I've got to look after myself more so than I would normally do. And then there's a bit of advice here for the next 6 to 8 weeks. So all great. It said footwear matters more than you think, so I took this advice on board, and I'll talk about what I did in a minute. And then I went down here and I said, basically, give me some recommendations for some good footwear. So I've now gone and purchased some of these things for the next few weeks. Obviously went on Amazon and was able to get these things for next day delivery. That in itself is amazing. But then I thought, well, this is the basic use of AI. What if I actually give my agent, my orchestrator, which is called Ultron, who I basically talk to through Slack, this information as well. So let's go into Slack and see what that says. So first of all, I got a letter from the doctor, and I've got this little app that I've built that answers my phone when there's an unknown number coming through. It's a really annoying thing for me. And the whole app basically, when someone calls, it shows it to me, and then the AI answers the phone for me, and it records the whole transcript. And if it's something useful, it pings me a note here on Slack. And if it's not, then it just goes into the spam basically for my phone. But this one, obviously, I don't want to miss this phone call, so I asked it to whitelist the number. So I said, I'm expecting a call about this in the next 72 hours. Let's make sure we deal with this. Got it. It's going to be from the NHS. Added it to the whitelist, and there's a reminder here so that if they haven't called, I'm going to get a notification, and I'm going to obviously call them myself. This is quite nice. I hope the fracture heals quickly. I didn't give this particular agent any information about the fracture. I obviously gleaned it completely from the letter photo that I gave. The other thing is I've got a coach, and I said to the coach, I broke my toe last night and I need to recover well. Make sure that we build a recovery into our daily plans. So again, bit of personality, and it's actually built that in and said within our morning sprint, it's going to ask how the toe is, and we're going to start to record some information about how I'm progressing. Obviously, I go into the office a couple of days a week at least, but with this recent development, I'm not going to go in next week. I can't drive pretty much, so I'm going to work from home next week. But I just thought this was really interesting. So rather than just talking to ChatGPT and asking a question, the difference between that and this experience is that I've got like a real co-pilot here, and not just for things like coding that I do. It's a co-pilot for life, and this is now my personal AI agent, or set of agents rather, because I've got an orchestrator called Ultron, but then I've got a bunch of specific agents like this coach and the call shield developer and others, which are orchestrated, pardon me, orchestrated by Ultron and help me do things. And I think this is where everyone's going to go to over the course of the next, certainly the next year. I'd be surprised if this doesn't get bundled up into some future version of iOS, or there's going to be some custom devices launched by the likes of OpenAI and others that just give you this setup. So when you get the device, it will ask you what kind of things do you want to achieve, and it will help you to create the agents, which currently people like me and other kind of early adopters, we're hand cranking our own agent.md, agent markdown files, and getting them to do our own, or basically tutoring them, telling them how to go through the workflows that we need them to go through to help us achieve our aims. But I think this all gets commoditized in the next 12 months. So yeah, I just wanted to share this little tidbit. A, that I had an unfortunate accident, and B, the whole situation has highlighted some fundamental changes to how I use the internet and AI, because 3 years ago, this would have been a Google search, and I would have had to hunt around, and those searches were, one quick comment, and I didn't even type it. I used Whisperflow on my phone to just actually verbally dictate, and that's a whole other thing that's changed over the last 6 months for me. So yeah, I hope you found this useful. It's a bit of a rough and ready video, and if you've got any comments or questions, give me a shout. Thank you.